Hope everyone's weekend is off to a good start. This is the last weekend we will have before college football begins. I know some of you are going to try to tell me that it's already started, but the SEC does start next week, and so that's when the college football season is officially underway, at least in my opinion. But I'm excited about tomorrow as we spend time in Acts 17 and Paul's sermon, if you will, in Athens. We're thinking about how to speak reconciliation. We all know what it's like to learn a new language, or at least try to, or think about what is involved with learning to speak a new language. I went back and found some old flashcards from college and just grabbed the first one at the front from learning Greek back in the late 90s. And the word other is on here. And so I think that's appropriate as we think about how to speak reconciliation to outsiders. So we're going to think about what that term means and what it means for us to carry the message of the good news to people that are perhaps we see on the outside. And so I also grabbed my deck of cards that I made for Hebrew, and this one's on here, Gadol, which is to be or to become great or to grow up or to reach maturity. The first thing you should notice if you are able to see that card is my handwriting back then was way better than it is now. And so, but Gadol is a word that shows up in Genesis chapter 12 and God's blessing to Abram, who becomes Abraham. That God will make his name great, and Abraham and his descendants will be a blessing to the world. And so, how do we do this? How do we speak the language of reconciliation? It doesn't just happen on its own. We have to learn it. We have to think about it. And so, join us tomorrow as we spend time in Acts 17, beginning to think about how we can speak the language of reconciliation. Have a great Saturday.